A lot of people miss this one step when it comes to manifesting the destiny that you desire or the dreams that you hope for. I'm Justine Gonzalez. Welcome to this episode of Love Learning You. And one of the pieces that I've loved learning about myself through the years is the power that is in the human word, the spoken word, as well as our thoughts. Our thoughts are really, really powerful. And if you've struggled with limiting thoughts like I have through the years, whether that's about finances and money, maybe it's about your self-worth and how your body looks and feels. Um, it can be about what you think is for you and what God has for you. I know that's where I find these limiting thoughts come up for me sometimes. Sometimes I see, oh, this digital creator over here or this person over here in life. And I think, well, that's okay for them. They get to have that. I understand, but that couldn't possibly be for me. And sometimes we tell ourselves that lie, and that's actually what's keeping us from having it. Not ourselves, not that we're not deserving or worthy, not that that person is so much different or more special than us. Not at all. I think that we skip this step sometimes when we put in the work or the reps to do, write out journal, I am worthy, or all the things I want or desire. But we forget to reimagine and visualize what is actually possible and feel into what that feeling feels like. And you might be saying that's really tricky because how would I feel a feeling that I've never felt before? Okay, so whenever I first started studying a lot of this stuff about the subconscious brain and how we wire it, how it gets wired, everything. Ooh, sorry, I'm my hair. But the thing is, it's not all about just speaking something over and over. Because if that belief isn't there and I can't hold that feeling or that vibration of what it would feel like, that's why the music we listen to, it matters. It matters a heck of a lot because what those waves are that we're pumping in, they're telling us the story of what's possible in our lives. And it's affirming either maybe what's low vibrational or affirming what's high vibe. So when you hear people talking about catching a vibe or a frequency, there's meaning in Dr. Stephen Hawking's work, which is explored in this text that I'm going to read from really quick. But in this step 4 of the reimagine process, visualizing what is possible will begin a daily journey to limitless opportunities in whatever area of your life you start to reprogram. So you might hear this thought about deconstructing and then reprogramming or whatever the case may be. The reality is, unless I can reimagine my life differently, unless I can reimagine what would it feel like to wake up and the bank account has 8 zeros after it, not a minus sign beside it. What point do I wake up and I can imagine my waist being this size and not this size? It can be whatever thing. And some of you may have already even thought, this is ridiculous. What is she saying? That's okay. What I want to encourage you is that when you express the specific details about your deepest desires and what you want, what's going to happen is those thought processes and narratives that hold limiting beliefs will come up right away. Right away, you'll hear that little voice shut it down and go, I know that little voice for me that says, yeah, but not for you, bitch. Literally, that's what happens. So you need to identify for yourself. It might not be the same as my areas of lack in my life or those thought processes I've needed to continue to reprogram. But when you hear that go off and you think, no, I could never have that or I could never be that, but it's something you deeply desire, that's where your lack mindset is. And that's what needs to be reimagined and reprogramming because it can't jump to, I don't want to log into my bank account. Oh, I don't want to measure my waist. It can't jump to that because that means you're still afraid of what will be the outcome. Instead of trusting that process and that if I feel this and I imagine it and I believe it's so and I'm putting in the work and effort to achieve it, then I can see that result of it. So, okay. All right. I just wanted to dive in a little bit into some of the work inside this brand new journal, Mindset Journal for Educators and Entrepreneurs. It's my 5-step reflection process. I'm going to put the details below and check it out if you're interested. Thanks so much and take care.